What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Oh boy, the Brat situation is always very interesting, isn't it? The Brat, and by the way, in the 90s, the Funkified album came out. I believe it was like 94, 95. I have to say, the Brat is one of the most beautiful women that I had seen in that time. Talk about thick. Some of y'all just don't know. The Brat was lyrically way better than some of these chicks now. If you want to say Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, I mean, she's cool, but she might have writers, but off talent in the 90s, you got to look at who the Brat was competing with. Big, Pac, Wu-Tang Clan, Keith Murray, Eric Sermon, you know what I mean? Snoop, Dre, Ice Cube was kind of telling in at that time, but he was still the truth. You know what I'm saying? She was out there most deaf. You know, she was holding her own against the 90s is the legendary era of rap. Okay? The legendary era of rap. Okay? Oh, don't forget Nas, Jay-Z, Outkast, Bone Thugs and Harmony. She's killing in that time era. None of these people today can compete in that era at all. They don't have a chance. But hey, the Brat was, people were suspecting that she might be bisexual, and it was true. And the reason why we know it was true because she had a long relationship with Allen Iverson. She was really in love with Allen Iverson, all of that. Now, once the Brat got into her 30s and 40s, the Brat, I hate to say it, the Brat became kind of broke, okay? She was dusting it up. She was no longer the Brat of old, okay? The Brat had kind of fell off, and, I don't know what other opportunities she had dating, but it appears that it wasn't so many folks taking her that serious, okay? Then enter into the room the successful Jessica Dupart. Also, she was married to a man and divorced him from the New Orleans area. Somehow the Brat and Jessica Dupart get together. I guess Jessica Dupart might be playing the man in the relationship. She's definitely providing because the Brat ain't got no money. And then she bought the Brat, I don't know, like a Rolls Royce or a Bentley. And then the Brat actually had a baby. And, there was a rumor that the Brat was filing for divorce from Jessica Harris Dupart. And that wasn't true. So now they are clearing the air about what really happened.
Beautiful. You don't want to tell the people?
Girl, people. So sick of hearing all that bullshit. Like, we ain't getting no divorce.
We getting a divorce because the baby that we had was my secret lover. That's a man, and so it's me and his baby. But I convinced you to carry it, and then I'm leaving you for him, or you found out I was cheating with him, and so now you trying to sue me for child support, and you put me out the house.
Bye. We ain't having no motherfucking problems like that. That's the dumbest shit. Like, who would make this stupid shit and why?
So, the first one I saw was something about True's leg being broken.
True ain't never broke a bone in his body.
I know. So that's the first one that I saw. Then afterward, it was the divorce. I don't know who said it first. People get a lot of views and clicks off of it. Well, I had to be. I cheated on her. Did I cheat? And then the one said, I cheated on you for a man and I liked it.
And then why I got to collect child support from you?
But they said, I cheated on you with a man and I liked it. And so now I want to be with men.
Baby.
Like I didn't have 3 children prior to being with you.
Baby. You sound like you entertaining it.
No, I'm not entertaining it, but why? How the hell? Beautiful. Why it got to be me? Why?
So really, this was not true at all. But I just want to know something. I mean, if you really want to talk about this, imagine a rich guy, and you marry Brittany Renner. What would guys say? To be honest, guys would be like, "Damn, you're marrying Brittany Renner as a rich guy? You should have more opportunities than that, right?" Here's the thing: it can be a little different from women. Let me explain what I mean, and this is to me no disrespect. Jessica Dupart married the Brat, who, in my honest opinion, had very little as a mate to offer her. Okay? There is nothing that the Brat could really do to improve her life. And the reason why that rumor may have come about was simply because we all know that Jessica Dupart has the money and Brat lost all of hers. That most likely if Jessica Dupart didn't have that money, Brat wouldn't be there. That's the honest truth. Dupart is paying for Brat. So now it comes back to this, and this alone. Is Jessica Dupart a simp for somebody that people can say has in some way hit the wall? And you think it only happens in heterosexual relationships. No, it's all over. And the reality is this, guys, and I'm gonna tell you this, I don't care if you're a male or a female and you're listening to this, but here's where you're always gonna lose. If you are somebody and you get with somebody who has less than you, and that person can't give you anything of real value outside of vibes, you're gonna pay for it in the end. That's the truth. When we look at Jessica Dupart and her being a millionaire and Brat struggling basically on Ricky Smiley's show, not really having much to offer, it's like, oh, okay, I see what happened here. She needed the money, all right? And every time you're the person that can come along and deal with somebody like this, eventually it's gonna come out in the relationship. Why are you so broke? Why you don't have money? Why am I paying for things? Why you don't clean up? Why you don't do this? And why you don't do that? It always happens, all right? And I don't know the whole financial things, who pay for what, but I'm pretty sure if she's buying the Bentley for her, Brat had no ability to buy it for herself. That leads me to believe that she's paying for everything. And guys, I'm gonna tell you, the older I get, the more I'm gonna tell you it's never worth spending that kind of money on somebody. Because if they like you, they will just be with you and you ain't gotta do it, period. Don't get used, fam, okay? Just don't. Whatever you do, don't get used. Please, I'm telling you, you will appreciate this from the OG. You're gonna like this. Don't get used. I've seen so many men who get with ladies that, and honestly, in my opinion, don't have very much to offer them as mates. I'm not saying that women can't offer you a lot, but then there's some that, why is she here for you, okay? You spend your money, your time, you get divorced, somehow that lady gets, all of your money you worked for, and oh my God, there's nothing that's worse than being with a lady that took your money and you spent all this money you could have gave to yourself, and then you find out with the next person that she gets with that the person didn't have to give her anything. And that person has everything, and that person's getting it for the low. It always sucks. And I tell men this all the time. Stay woke, guys. As much as you can, stay woke. Don't be stupid. For the love of God, don't do that. The worst thing that you can do is deal with somebody who has less than you and have no ability to give you what you need. It's the absolute worst thing that you can do. The absolute worst. It's terrible and it sucks. It sucks a lot, guy. It really does. It's awful. It's god awful. I'm here to tell you it stinks. It's nothing that's worse than that. You're pretty much paying for the box that somebody else can get for nothing. And when I'm looking at Jessica Dupart and I'm like, honey, is this the best that you could have done? Like, you worked that hard to get Brat at this level? I'm not a hater. I'm looking at it as if I look at it as a guy. So when people come up with these rumors, the reason why they believe it is because Brat is doing so bad as an individual. Brat is not an icon anymore. She didn't hold her weight in gold like Jay-Z did in the 90s. She didn't transcend the times. She fell off. So I don't know. Guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.